What's going on, YouTube? I want to do this Machida Shogun 2 post-fight rundown. It was an okay UFC card. First, let me go on and say it. Let me do my run through. I think Jeremy Stevens versus Sam Stout got fight of the night. I think Belcher deserved submission of the night for his chokeout of Cote. And I think Shogun should get his knockout of the night for taking out Machida. Machida came in, looking better than the first fight with Shogun, having more movement. But Shogun caught him with a blow across the temple, threw him off balance. Shogun hit the ground. Machida hit the canvas. Shogun got on top of him, pounded him out. The end. First round. It was. I don't know. I don't know from here. I don't know if I feel Shogun deserved the belt. He came in there and won it, but there's a lot of people in line I feel that really can contest for that belt. What I'm really hoping for is do we get Rampage Shogun 2? Who knows? Shogun may dominate Rampage again and beat him, or Rampage may get his revenge like he did against Wanderlei. So that'll be interesting to see where it goes on from here, where we're at right now with the latest win. And also it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Machida, because it's just going to be interesting to see what happens to him, because I've never seen him get beat in the fashion that he got beat. So, it's like, well, we're going to see what happens. I still believe he still has a lot of good fights in him, but it's going to be interesting to see how he comes back from this. That Kimbo Slice Matt Mitrione fight, it was looking like just two guys fighting at the bus stop or something. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, Mitrione went in there and did his thing, but there's no reason that Kimbo should have lost that fight, I feel, because as hyped up as you've been and as many fights that you've been in under the lights, as far as like on the major stage of promotional fightings, like you fought for Elite XC, now you're fighting for the UFC. I would have thought you would have done better, and I'm sure a lot of other people thought you would have done better too, especially since you're with American Top Team now. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make any sense what went down there. I don't really know what else they can do with Kimbo. I really don't want to see him anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like he's just a hype. It's like, come on, man. Y'all criticized Elite XC and all that for Kimbo. Now y'all got him on your roster, and he's not. He's not. I mean, he. It's like almost he doesn't even get in there and give a fight, man. It's like after he gets hit a few times, he's done. Oh, well, what about it when he did against Houston Alexander? Houston Alexander, man, come on, dude, come on. So anyway, I don't really care what happens next with Kimbo. Koscheck went in there and beat Daly. I thought I had Daly to win by knockout, even though I knew Koscheck would go in there and do his wrestling, which he was supposed to do to win, just like I'm sure Randy Couture is going to do and should do against James Toney. Koscheck really didn't stand up to want to trade with Daly at all. He wrestled him the whole time and won the fight. Won the fight by decision. And after the final bell, Daly came in and sucker punched him. I'm sure most of you guys may have seen that already. Daly came in and sucker punched him. So I wonder what's going to happen with Daly. I hope maybe they just find him and he may get to come back. Because, I don't know, man. Koscheck is like a pussy, man. This fool, I don't even think... He acted like, okay, Daly threw an illegal knee. Yes, he did. But I don't believe the knee touched Koscheck. If you look at the replays, it kind of looked like it just glanced off the side. And Koscheck comes grabbing his face like, oh my God, looking straight at the referee like, I'm trying to win by DQ. Koscheck, he's a good fighter and everything, but I think his personality, he's kind of a tool, man. But, Koscheck, actually, from what you've learned so far and the improvements you've showed, it might actually be a good fight with you and GSP, but I just don't like a lot of your, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't, you know, some other shit. And not to say you did the wrong thing, because you did what you were supposed to do to come in there and win, and that's what you're there for, to come in there and win and get a shot at the title and get on this the Ultimate Fighter reality series, which they need to fucking cancel. I'm tired of seeing some fucking melodramatic reality show with MMA fighters and shit. But anyway, you did what you had to do to get that money, man, which, you know, Daly, I believe you should have maybe rounded yourself out a little bit better, even though you're not, there's no way if you went and trained for wrestling that you were going to catch up with the wrestling pedigree that Koscheck has. But, man, I don't know. Koscheck went in there, did what he had to do to win. Daly came in, sucker punched him at the end. I don't know what's going to happen with him. Maybe we'll see him again, maybe we won't. Maybe they just got him a fine. So, that's what's that. And that's about it. Hey, man, Alan Belcher, man, shout out to him. He looked good against Cote. It could be that Cote just had ring rust. He was out for a while. But Belcher has good stand-up technique. And actually, he picked Cote up and slammed him on his face, basically, on the side of his face. And came around and choked him out with a rear naked choke. And that was pretty good, Belcher. So, but you were talking a lot of shit afterwards, like, yeah, you know who I'm ready about. I'll pick him off from the outside. Dude, you're not going to beat Anderson Silva. Just get that out of your head right now. Just appreciate the win that you got. You know, you're not ready. Jeremy Stevens and Sam Stout was an excellent fight, a war, man. It was wonderful. Jeremy Stevens came away with the win, a well-deserved win, but it was a very good fight, man. Yeah, Kimbo Mitrione, we don't want to see Kimbo anymore, man. We don't want all this fool could do after when Mitrione was giving his interview, you know what I mean, talking to Rogan. Here comes Kimbo just standing in the background. Finally, they give him the mic. He's like, yeah, I want to thank Montreal. You know, that's all he can say, man. That's all he can say. Yo, Kimbo, peace, man. You know what I mean? Be easy. Just like y'all, man. YouTube, this was my post-fight breakdown. This is Invincible Armor. I had a few Heinekens, and I feel great. You all have a great night, great day whenever you watch this. Peace.